Hi guys, welcome back to TedRedwood Gaming. I'm Ed. Today is episode 4 of World Cup Italia 90. We're taking on the USSR in a semi-final for a chance to win the World Cup 1990 against either West Germany or Holland. But first, we've got to take on those Soviets, defeat communism and all that stuff. I don't know, something heroic, I'm sure. I mentioned in the last episode, I'm not actually sure that the USSR was technically a thing by the time this World Cup came around. I'm really not sure, but I guess during development they would have called them USSR. I'm sure they probably understood as well if any officials from the USSR played the game, they would have understood that it's been a very quick turnaround to turn them Russia. But yeah, it's been pretty successful so far. I wouldn't say the football has been overly interesting to watch. A lot of long balls, as you can see. And quite frankly, I seem to stumble across some subjects and then just start talking about them instead. And who doesn't want that, I suppose? But yeah, I absolutely love this. I can't get over this game and how much I loved it, how much time I wasted on it as a kid. Never really learned how to do anything apart from hoof it and hope that we could get a header on it. But look at this, down the wing, it's a mazy run. He crosses it into the box. And I genuinely can't remember what happens in this game or the goals or anything, so it's as much of a surprise it is to for you than it is to me. I muddled that, but you know what I'm trying to say. So a great attempt at an overhead kick in a semi-final of a World Cup as well. Like, it's a pretty big stage to try that on. It looks like I was trying to do like some more decent individual moves here though, rather than just hoofing it all the time. Oh, that didn't last long clearly, because I was conscious that it looked horrific and it's so fast paced as well. Truth be told, this is my third attempt at recording the whole series, because the first one I tried to save it and it didn't like saving. In addition, the commentary was terrible. In the second one, I didn't really know how to lay it out because I wasn't going to use the actual World Cup function due to being unable to save, and didn't think I'd be able to get it all done in one night basically, or as far as I was going to get, because you don't know, you could go out after the group stage. I was genuinely going to release just like a group stage video if that's as far as I got. So yeah, it was hard, and especially that first time with the recording. That is a superb goal in a World Cup semi-final. The cross comes in, look at that. Let's watch it a few times. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the frame rate there. I don't know if it mucked up for you as much as it did for me. In a World Cup semi-final, to score with that overhead kick is absolutely sublime. But yeah, the first time I was playing this, I was trying to play and commentate, and because you're mashing so many buttons, it just was ridiculous. Most of it was just like, and laughing and saying how terrible I was at the game, which is still accurate, but there's less stupid pauses. I'm actually talking about things that are somewhat relevant, I suppose. I guess a natural subject that I always go back to is the football game. So the games I've covered previously that I've played in my life. Actual Soccer 3 was awesome. FIFA 2000, Sensible World of Soccer, obviously I played this. I played Ultimate Soccer Manager 98. From there, This Is Football 2002, Red Card. The ones I haven't covered so much. So around this time there was, I think it was called Premier League Manager. And it was, I don't know if it's 2000 or 2001. I remember it was actually pretty detailed though. There's a little editor and stuff which I made complete use of before the game. Basically just gave teams like Woking a 150,000 seater stadium and then just rolled in money. But yeah, for whatever reason, players like Jack Midson, if anyone remembers Jack Midson, lower league hero, I think he ended up at Salford at one point. I might be wrong now though. Yeah, he started on like 50 odd overall ability out of 100, and like if you had decent training facilities he'd get to like 89. Like, he was an absolute beast. I don't know why, but yeah, I love that game. That was good. Many hours sunk into that. And I guess from there it was around the sort of 2003 time I discovered Championship Manager. I think it was CMO4 was the first one I played, so I think that was the last actual Championship Manager I played. I remember playing as Newcastle and like dominating within like 2 or 3 seasons. We had quite a good team then. I don't recall cheating or anything. Played like a 4-3-1-2, like one centre mid, one attacking mid, so it was very threadbare in the middle. Anyway, quickly, we're going 1-0 up at half time against the USSR. So far, so good. Yeah, so I think that was the last champ man I played, but some great players on there, like Lionel Morgan, who was at Wimbledon. That is a terrible goal to concede for the USSR. What happens? We get on the edge of the box, and the keeper seems to be missighted because the defender's in the way. Missighted? Is that a word? It is now. But yeah, got onto FM05 after that, once that came out. Never really got into a save though with FM05 because it was new. It was a new interface. It was a really good interface, like compared to Championship Manager. I thought it was amazing. Much more detailed, streamlined at the same time, easier to use. I just found myself starting new games so I could buy players and scout and enjoy that side of it. It wasn't until Football Manager 2006 I really found place in the Football Manager universe. I think many people did this, but I actually used Gretna because obviously everyone had heard of them by then. I think they were still in the bottom division in that year. I can't quite remember. They might have been the second to bottom one. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called now because Scottish football's changed, obviously. But you did have access to about 180k as a transfer budget, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for that time in that division, in that league nation, it was an incredible amount of money. You could sign Richie Foran up for about like 18k. I remember selling him to Arsenal for 4 million like the following summer. Did pretty well with them. I remember coming across that is a great finish as well, by the way. Saw that going in a couple seconds before, just in the edge of the box. That is the sort of way you score those goals, because the keeper's over to the right, so you have to really get it in that far left corner. But I remember claiming I discovered Miralem Pjanic as Gretna manager. I came across him as like a 15-year-old Luxembourg international, because he is, I don't know if he's from Luxembourg, but he's got the nationality. Came across him as attacking mid, signed him for $1 million and thinking he was amazing, and then obviously he appeared in real life. I remember seeing him fairly soon after on Eurosport. There was like an under-16 European Cup or something. It was called the Luxembourg Cup. I was like, surely not. I remember looking at it, and Miralem Pjanic was there and he was playing, and he was the only Luxembourg player that looked like he knew what he was doing at all. So that was amazing. Obviously now he's declared for Bosnia, I believe. That was a nice claim to fame. Signed other players that I went on to love for years after that, like Tommy Hoyland, who played for Bern Oslo for a bit, and Viking, who I love in Norway. And there's the fourth, and that's surely passage to the final settle now. Keeper's come a long way. I mean, I guess the hitting the post hasn't helped. It's just left him complete opposition, but he doesn't really want to go back. And we've dominated this game, won at least 4-0 at this stage. But yeah, I came across players in that game that have stayed with me for such a long time. Tommy Hoyland was one. There are a couple of Norwegian guys aside from that. Vidar Nizja, who also was a Bern/Viking legend. I think both those players are still at Viking in real life right now. But yeah, they encouraged me to use the Viking Stavanger team on various FIFAs. I used to exclusively play with them for whatever reason. I've never really played with a decent side on FIFA or Football Manager. Not really sure why. I think I just like playing with the underdogs, really. I used to play a lot online as like Hereford or Shrewsbury Town when they weren't so good. Hereford actually existing properly, I suppose. Against teams like Barcelona, I'd get messages after the FIFA games saying, if you played as someone good, you'd be amazing. I was like, yeah, maybe, but I kind of like playing as Hereford. To be totally honest, I used to love Craig Disley, who played for Shrewsbury Town. You just get attached to players. I guess it happens in Football Manager as well, and when you're in obscure places. And now it's 5-0. It's a really unfortunate game for their keeper. He just keeps getting caught out, rather unfortunately. I do feel sorry for him, but at the same time, it's nice to have some success in a game. It took me long enough with OS in Football Manager this year, so you can see me doing okay on this instead. Love having those sorts of saves on FM and playing as weird teams on FIFA, where all of a sudden you start just loving strange players that you would have never heard of. It's amazing. So yeah, Craig Disley I follow on like Instagram and all that stuff. Tried to sign on Football Manager, tried to sign Tommy Hoyle on Football Manager, even for Ross. He didn't want to come initially, still doesn't. Big shame. I don't know if there's any slowdown on your side, but there's a little bit going on my screen here. Oh, hello. We've got an intermission here, not sure what's happened. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Maybe it's something to do with the lightning and thunderstorms that are going on at the moment. Keeper almost has a nightmare, but just about gets a hold of it. Yeah, so I guess that's the thing I love about the football games, is just using the underdogs and learning more about teams that are further down the pyramid and stuff like that. Anyway, we beat the USSR. We play Holland in the next round. Please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, cheers.